morning. We are still on this matter, part 2. I forgot to include part 2. I'm going to type in later. Part 2 of the pastor, Ghanaian pastor and Nigerian pastor that unlive their wives. Yeah, I stopped the last time I stopped at openness in marriages, truthfulness in marriage. If you are not truthful in your home, you are not upright in your home, it contributes to divorce. I said if you are not truthful in your marriage, you are one of those that go into marriage with deceit. Things like this are bound to happen. When you decide to want to lie just to get in, lies comes in all forms. Lies comes in all forms. You could lie to get something, like getting pregnant for a man that really don't want to get married to you. That is deceit. Getting married in all kinds of ways, trying to displace somebody, trying to snatch a man from a woman by lying on that woman, by making that woman look bad, is a deceit. Fabricated stories are deceits. I'm going to come on the men as well. And this deceit does not just apply to women lying just to get into the marriage. It also applies to the to the men. Some men will lie and say all kinds of things because a woman is wealthy. For example, you see a man just because he thinks by telling the woman, I love you, when the woman so desire to be loved, when the woman so desire in so many ways to be wanted by somebody, especially the opposite sex, and that woman is rich. Because these two things I'm saying applies to these two people that were, murdered. They were murdered. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? My name is Patience, and I am streaming from the US. Yes, I'm streaming from the US. I did a part 1. You can go back to this. My platform is just an 8-minute live. You can go back and watch it. And this is a continuation of that live. This is part 2, so you will understand this thing I'm talking about. The first one is the Ghanaian pastor that unlived his wife because she's transgendered. She lied and went into that relationship. This happened in Texas, Houston, Texas. It's been in the news. She lied to him just because she wanted to be married to him, which is deceit. You don't lie to get into any kind of relationship, business relationship, marital relationship, platonic relationship. It doesn't matter. On their wedding night, the pastor unlived her. Stabbed her 40 times, 40 plus times, the news said. Because she lied to him. And some of the church members, not just the pastor, is guilty of this. Some of the church members knew that she was transgendered, but refused to tell the pastor. So they are part of the sin. They are part of, on that day when they will stand before God. God is going to ask them, why did you not tell the pastor that this woman is about to get married to is a transgender female? Because obviously the pastor was not aware of the woman's or his fiance's situation until the night of the marriage. And the one that happened in Nigeria, the other part is the second part is the one that happened in Nigeria. This woman married this pastor, and this pastor, according to the news, secluded her, took her away, removed her from her family, gave her some kind of vision that her family is spiritually, they are witches, they are this, they are that she should stay away from the family. This is a family that this woman, she's been with for years until this pastor met her. And she was a very successful woman, businesswoman, rich businesswoman. Because this pastor allegedly wanted her wealth, he had to unlife her. The story is that he normally would lock her up in the room. Just lock her up in the room and just seclude her from people. This is her house help now talking, speaking out. Her house help has been talking and telling how this husband of this woman, this Nigeria pastor, locks up his wife in their room, in their bedroom, and he will be gone, so that the woman will not be able to socialize, talk to her family and her friends. So you find out that that is deceit as well. You will ask me, how is it deceit? Why would you want to seclude a human being from her family? Why would you, when you promised to love her, to take care of her, when you went to her family to marry her, and now you are removing her from that same family that brought her up, that nurtured her, you are removing her from this family? Why? Why would you do that? So you find out that in most marriages, even the ones that have lasted, there are deceits in some ways. There are deceits in some ways. So as young people and as women and men and women, I would say this: don't get into any marriage relationship in any form of deceit. Okay, Iyabo Ojo is one of the Nigerian actresses that people have been saying, oh, she is a good mother, her children came out good, she's single mother. Her own marriage is also deceit. I will tell you why I say her own marriage is also deceit, that she later left, because she went into that marriage pregnant, and the husband told her that, I only married you because you are pregnant. I do not love you. And guess what? She said she suffered. She was alone in that marriage. She was alone in that marriage. It's like you are married to yourself. So she had to leave. She left that marriage because the man just bluntly told her. The man is a professor in the US. He teaches in one of the universities here in the US. The man bluntly told her, I do not love you. In as much as you are pregnant for me, I'll marry you. But I'm in love with somebody else. And that was exactly what happened. And she thought she could manage the marriage, maybe force the man or change the man's mind to love it. Feelings cannot be changed. When feelings are involved, you cannot change somebody's feelings to love you. So guess what? According to her, she suffered in that marriage, and she had to leave for her peace and her sanity. And that was how she was able to concentrate in her businesses, her acting career, and she's so rich now that she's one of the A-list celebrities in Nigeria, because she realized that what she did was deceit, and she fixed it immediately, because it was also affecting her, and she left him immediately. Some people do not have that kind of opportunity, like those two women that passed away, that were unlived by their husbands. you know. So why would a man, you know that this person is a pastor, is serving God, or did you believe that, oh, you were going to, you know, they said the heart of man is desperately wicked. The devil will try, they will try so much to see if they could, you know, convert that man, that pastor, to becoming one of theirs. I believe that was their plan in converting that pastor, that man of God, to become one of their own. But they failed. The reason why I say they failed is that, guess what? The pastor eventually ended the life of that transgender man. She trans into a woman. Now she's gone. Now she's gone. She's dead. She's gone. So, my people, in any form of, in any relationship, like I will continue to say, that you are getting into, please, 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 go into it with open mind. Go into it with truthfulness. Communicate with each other. If that trans woman had told the pastor that, oh, I'm trans, so when the pastor said, oh, I like you, I want to marry you, God said this to me that I should marry you. Apparently, the pastor himself did not hear from God. Because a genuine pastor man that is serving God, a true man of God that is serving God, God is not going to tell you to marry a trans, and the same God will tell you to kill that trans, to kill the transgender man. God do not work that way. God is not an author of confusion. So God does not work that way. That's the reason why I said the pastor himself might not have heard from God. You see, so in every relationship, it is I'm not going to call it a trend, because it is a very bad trend. Very bad trend, you know. And for the pastors now, this is just we have so many that have happened. What of the one that happened in Dunamis Church some years ago? Osinachi, the popular musician. Her husband was supposedly alleged pastor at the Dunamis Church. Allegedly, that's what we heard. That he was also a pastor. You know, so these men, these few people that call themselves pastor, that are unliving their wives, they were in that marriage, they were in a deceitful marriage. A marriage that they didn't seek the face of God. A marriage that they too, they were lying to themselves. My people, share this video. We're going to continue with part 3. When I get off work, I'm at work right now. Just got to work. We'll continue with part 3. Please share and subscribe to my channel. My name is Patience again, and I just streamed from the US. And this is Patience Vlogs. Please share and subscribe and follow me on my other platform, Facebook and Instagram. God bless you all. Bye-bye.